Hey, I wasn't even planning to sound this hyped today, but the moment you power on the NIMO 15.6 you feel it, like your old setup just stops getting in the way and everything suddenly flows the way it should. Before you go any deeper, take a quick moment to check the current price and stock while you're listening. Laptops this capable don't hang around forever, and the last thing you want is to look back later wishing you'd acted sooner. This is for the gamer, the creator, the multitasker who's been putting up with little hiccups and tiny delays and convincing themselves it's fine for now. You've outgrown that compromise phase. Once you feel performance that actually keeps up with you, you can't unknow that sensation. It's like a weight lifts, you stop waiting for things to catch up and start being in the moment. I came from a setup that struggled with bigger titles and froze when I had 10 tabs open next to a video in the background. There was always that strain, that tiny pause that pulled me out of the zone. The first time I switched to this, everything loaded instantly, everything felt responsive, and suddenly my workflow wasn't interrupted by performance issues anymore. That's when it hit me. I was settling before, and now I wasn't anymore. Real life with this feels solid. You're launching games, streaming playlists, editing clips, and switching tasks without a blink. The display feels alive, crisp, steady, smooth, and every time you alt-tab or dive deeper into a heavier workload, there's no lag, no hesitation, no loading screen that steals your focus. That's not just numbers on paper, that's confidence your system just works the way you want. Don't let stock dips or weird price jumps be the reason you stall. Once you've felt this level of performance day after day, weaker gear feels like a compromise you used to tolerate but don't need to anymore. You might wonder if a lighter gaming laptop can really pull that off. That was my question too. But here's what surprised me, it's not just capable, it's ready. You play, you create, you multitask, everything feels intentional instead of limited. That's the kind of surprise benefit you don't expect until you live with it. There's also this subtle pride that comes with owning something like this. You don't just use it, you trust it. You feel prepared, capable, and genuinely excited to sit down and work or play. Smooth gaming that just stays stable, responsiveness that keeps your flow intact, multitasking with no annoying pauses, performance that matches your pace, a machine that makes you feel ready, battery runs out quicker under heavy load, build feels light, not ultra premium. At some point, you stop cycling through specs lists and just go with what already feels right in your gut. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you think about months later with a little regret. Check the NIMO 15.6's availability now. Make the move, and every session you jump into will remind you exactly why you did.